Oh, I love this. I love this. Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, of course, we're going to be going back and going over some video game music reactions / analysis. And today we are going to be looking at Rules of Nature, the Platinum Mix from the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance soundtrack. So, I haven't heard this track before. I haven't played this game before. I remember hearing it was very good, so maybe I'll go back to do that at some point. Let me know if you liked it and you enjoyed it. But we're going to be listening to this track. I'm expecting it from the looks of it. I've not heard anything to be quite heavy, I guess. More on the metal side of music, but we'll see if I'm correct. But yes, so how this works, if you're new here, is we're going to listen to the track all the way through, and then afterwards, we'll listen to the track all the way through, I'll write some notes down, and then afterwards we'll go through it and play it again and stop and start. But before we do that, please do click like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because that helps me out an absolute ton, and also if you subscribe, you get to know every single time I upload one of these videos. Also, please do leave a comment as well. You can comment your requests. I'll add your requests to the big list that we have, and we'll get through to them. But, and also, leaving a comment really helps the videos out as well. So I would appreciate if you did that. But anyway, so let's not waste any more time, and let's get straight into it by listening and reacting to Rules of Nature, a blind reaction to Rules of Nature, Platinum Mix from Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance OST in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love this. I love this. Woo! All right. Wow. That's probably one of the on the end of the shorter songs that we've done, but it certainly is one of the sweeter songs that we've done as well. Not short and sweet is how I would describe that. There's a lot in that song. That it gives me. I obviously haven't played the game before. I don't know what it's about, but I quite like having that complete blind influence to what this game is, because then I can kind of give you a perspective of the music, and then you can see if I'm close or not. But I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas of what this is, and I think we'll get into that obviously when we play the song again. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the chorus as well. And I really enjoyed like how manic the song is, how there's so many moving parts to it. And the feeling that creates of just, you know, like action, of movement, of fighting, most likely. So yeah, let's get into it, and let's start and stop and get into the reaction. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. So immediately we get this kind of really metallic sound, almost like something shutting, and then we get the kind of the ripples of the synth underneath it. Obviously, the ripples of the synth underneath it is to create dramas, like, and I suppose the metallic sound is almost like the door opening, so we're kind of like into the moment now, and then we're seeing that there's tension around. Metallic sound. Obviously, why is that? Is it industrial kind of? Are we in an industrial setting? Is it machinery? Is it robotics? Is it sci-fi? It looks like it's probably science fiction, obviously, with a Metal Gear game. That's the kind of the theme that we're immediately getting from. We're 4 seconds in, and we're already getting that straight away. So you can see that there's also that kind of long drawn out synth as well, that kind of brought the tension across. Something that you could do with like a string section or a violin or whatever. But here, obviously, that would create, if you were to use it like violins and stuff like that, that would be quite an epic sound. But obviously this is supposed to be more futuristic, so that's kind of why you'd maybe opt for like that kind of synthetic sound. And then you got the drums and everything else. Like, there's a lot more movement, there's a lot more activity, and the drums are building. So we know that we're going somewhere, and we know that we're going somewhere fast as well, because there's quite a fast little pace underneath this. And also you can hear there's little, it's hard to describe, but there's just like these little robotic sounds in there that are just layered underneath. Be hard for me to, let me just go back 1 second and just listen closely and you can hear them. And we went slightly bit further. That little weep underneath. It's just like it gives the kind of sci-fi sounding theme that obviously the game is going for. Or it's kind of cyberpunk like. I'm pretty sure this game released before Cyberpunk. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's that kind of robotic, kind of futuristic theme that you get immediately from these sounds that they layer in. These sounds aren't the focus of the song. This isn't what's driving the song. They're like accents of the song. It's like icing on the cake to just give you that kind of to tie the theme together. And again, then obviously you've got the dramatic hits as well that we're going into, because we are about to go into the lyrics. What I really like as well is you kind of got this like whining, feels like it's a guitar. It's quite hard to tell, but guitar kind of bending in the background with a lot of reverb on it. And that's quite, I guess it's quite unsettling. Obviously, when you've got like a lot of the drums and the bass underneath it is very, very quick. It's a quite fast pace. You need something, if you want something to sit on top of it, it needs to kind of be legato. It needs to kind of be held and quite long and quite high as well, which it is. And it's quite uncomfortable. You know, the sound is like, it's ominous in a way, and then the guitar bend kind of fades out and it goes into this kind of the more robotic synthy sound, and it kind of ties it all together really, really nicely. I'll just go back 1 second. I just want to listen to this bit again. And it's kind of like you've got this which for a song like this you would kind of expect it to be done with like a low, like maybe a drop D or whatever tuning, heavy high feedback, not feedback, what am I talking about, high gain kind of guitar sound, but it's kind of, it does sound like it's a guitar, but the tone's kind of pulled back and it's more, how can I describe it? It's a bit more fuzzy. It's a bit more metallic. You know, as a way to describe it, it's a bit more like it fits in with the theme more. I feel like a big chunky guitar, which what I think a lot of people would just naturally use when you're doing like a hit. This is kind of tones that back, gives it a more of a tone, the sound more of a tone that fits in with everything else, which is really nice. And talk about the vocals a bit. You've kind of got like, what is it called? Like a phaser almost on the vocal, because it's kind of very slightly, very minutely, because it's kind of just going in and out a bit. It's not quite like, it's kind of like reverb, but it's a bit different. And when the vocal kind of fades in and out just a tiny little bit, obviously that gives it that slightly more cyber sound, you know, like more futuristic sound. But the vocal, it gives you, yeah, that more cyber futuristic sound, but the vocals are really snarling. It's really kind of aggressive, and not aggressive in the way of force, but aggressive in the way that it's kind of like the vocalist is kind of chewing the lyrics in a way. It's kind of really like in the nose, and it's kind of in the front, and it's very biting and attacking and aggressive. It's obviously that is also to fit with the underlying theme of, you know, you're a kind of like a half robot dude by the looks of it, fighting and killing lots of things, presumably. All right. I just want to talk about the chorus. Damn. I really like as well, before the chorus kicked in and kind of stopped, it sings Rules of Nature, which is obviously the name of the song, just to drive for you to remember what the song is as well. Like when you have that kind of beat and then that lyric there, you'll remember the song definitely. But the chorus is just like, you know, alt rock, early 2000s, absolute classics. It's everything that I really enjoy and enjoyed listening to when I was, you know, around in the early 2000s. It's really catchy, and I like those choruses where it kind of like, it all builds up and then it just kind of opens up. That's how it feels like to me. It kind of opens up because the what was before was quite punchy and snarling with the lyric. It then kind of opens up. It kind of holds the notes a lot more, and it kind of frees you, which I think you need, because you can't be all constraint and fighting and punching and stuff the whole time, because it gets a bit too much. So to have this breath with the chorus and have it nice and grand and big, I think is very nice. a really nice little bit of guitar. And I think we're just hearing some strings coming in as well, but we'll go to that if there is. We're not too complicated. I think. I mean, if you wanted, you could have a more complicated solo on this if you wanted to, but obviously you would then probably have to extend the song's length. But I think what they did was quite nice, really. Just kind of like again, the kind of the guitar phasing in and out, bit of tremolo picking, keeping with the melody. You don't really need to do much more than that, to be honest. It served the song well. You could have done more if you wanted to, but again, as I said, if you want to do more, you've got to make the song longer. So I think that's a really nice synth little piece of guitar solo. And yeah, kind of under like the metallic sound at the end. It almost sounded like it was just a bell or something that was just slowly stopping ringing, or like glasses that were shaking together and stuff like that. Lots of tension in the end of the song. Kind of screams out the name of the song at the end, and then just kind of still has that metallic sound, but it just kind of drags out and then slowly fades out. Very dramatic end. Which is, you know, good. You know, you want it for it's kind of like a hack and slash game, I'm pretty sure. So for this type of game, you want drama and you want big music, you want fast paced, you want action, and that's what this gives you, and it gives you it really, really well. And it's a really, really nice piece of music, and I really, as I said before, short but very sweet. But anyway, I guess we'll leave the video here. So thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this song in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Was there anything that you noticed that I didn't? Please put that in the comments below. And also put those requests in as well. Make sure you put the requests of what you want to see next on the channel. And I'll make sure we get around to doing those. And also, yes, of course, please do like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel as well so you can see a lot more of these videos. And with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.